right. Welcome to my presentation of the 23 Kanto Earthquake. I will be explaining kind of what the causations of the earthquake and the effects it had on both the environment and the culture of Japan in its kind of domino effect style. So, opening up, the islands of Japan are an archipelago. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's series of islands that were made by three major faults: the Pacific, the Philippine Sea, and the Eurasian Sea plates. There were frequent activity among these among coastlines because of all the major plates and the constant reactions they have to each other. The country was going through the Meiji Restoration, where the country was introduced to more Western ideas of government and culture and science and infrastructure after opening up their country's doors, Western nations for trade. Then, 1923, September 11:38 a.m., a 7.9 magnitude earthquake, and it lasted 14 seconds. There were buildings being leveled and destroyed, like 10% concrete, 50% brick. There were tsunamis that grew to be almost 40 feet to 19 feet tall, depending on where you were. In this particular city, the Kanto region with Yokohama and Tokyo, it was up to 40 feet. And there were gas leaks and the destruction of the buildings that resulted in fire whirls, plural, that also wreaked havoc on the city and basically burned it to the ground. All of it. Of all the fire, there was a lot of vegetation and wildlife that were destroyed, and environmentally level, a lot of land was set aside to build this new Tokyo, which kind of also affects the environment because there is less land for there to be used by the plants and animals. Impact. During the earthquake, there were a lot of riots and political uproar that were caused as a result, and there was a disaster was self-inflicted that introduced in Western culture ideas was a rejection of what that was kind of intended for their country, and this was or their religion's way of getting back at them. After that, there was increased nationalism and increased Tokyo was kind of the initiative to build better infrastructure. There were roads and sidewalks that were invented that kind of helped with that. And there was also a heavier investment in military as a result of this earthquake. Long story short, earthquake was bound to happen because of the major tectonic plates that it rested on. And this earthquake was so devastating that kind of helped take the country backwards for a little while. Started to jet Western ideas and kind of embrace their own nationality, which caused their involvement in World War II with the invasion of Korea and Manchuria around the 1930s.